This is Frank, and he's got some interesting insights for
It
you.
all starts in the mind.
Yeah.
And it's, people are in this system where, from an early age, you're going to school and you're being told what to do, your family, society. Then you get older, you go into the workforce, and now you have to still do things that you perhaps don't want to do. You have to answer to a boss or, some sort of authority figure. And people find ways to cope with the stresses and the pressures that are placed on them that they don't really know how to make sense of what's going on. So a lot of people, I notice, they cope with food or
Escapism.
it's some sort of an escape, right? Whether it's alcohol or drugs or
Right.
sex for some people.
Right.
This is just, they're doing the best that they can to just like ease some of that pressure. They don't know any better.
I know.
So it's like, if we could address the root cause of what's really behind all this, and which is what I did for myself personally when I had my transformation. I didn't address it at the root surface level, like saying, okay, I'm eating too much, I'm not exercising enough. Let's go deeper. Why am I not eating right? What am I getting out of this? And it was like a drug for me. Food was my escape, I was working long hours, I was miserable, was not happy with my job, and that was my path to just a little ounce of pleasure that I had in the day.
Yeah.
I would look forward to that.
Yeah.
And until then there was consequences.
Right.
So that's kind of like my philosophy behind health and behind fitness is you got to address what's going on.
And you do this with people that you work with?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would say that mindset is one of the biggest drivers for change
Yeah.
in any aspect, not just with your health or fitness. You have to change your mind first before you could change your life.
How do you do that with people?
It takes time, but we just have to basically break down the old beliefs and build them back up with new beliefs. The 3 M's that you need for any change.
What's that?
So the first one is mindset. So either we believe it's not possible for us,
Mm-hmm.
we believe it's too hard, it's not worth it, we don't deserve it. So there's some sort of a belief which can oftentimes stem from earlier on in life, and we just hold these beliefs. The other M is motivation. We just don't want it enough. We don't find the reason why we should keep pushing on the days where it's hard to keep going. We don't, sometimes we're tired. We don't have the energy to work out or prep a healthy meal or whatever the case. And, it's about creating that energy. It's about finding that energy when you can get behind a strong motivator, a reason why you're doing this.
Right.
On those days where the going gets tough, you'll find that.
Are you familiar with the 5 Ps?
No.
Thing called the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performances. Proper preparation prevents poor performances. So I take that from my life, and I feel like, everybody doesn't realize it, but they are actually performers. Every day is a performance.
Absolutely.
To get up and to go to a job that you may or may not want to be at is a performance. And if you go in and you are wearing that feeling, for instance, when somebody's happy with something that they do, they feel energized at the end of the day. They don't feel depleted because they perform their ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Because they probably have confidence. Confidence comes from preparedness.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not prepared, you will not be confident.
No.
And if you are confident, it's false, because what happens is, as the performance calls you to perform, if you're not ready, you don't have the information to deliver on the level that somebody else perhaps is. And we're constantly comparing ourselves to other people's performances. So if humans thought of themselves in this particular system, a money system, as a performer, and your energy is based on your confidence. Confidence comes from preparedness.
Yeah.
You have to prepare.
Totally.
That's so true.
And you have to be your ego has to allow you to suck.
Yes.
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 There's a period of sucking.
Totally. And you have to be okay with sucking.
Fight. If you can't get the mental toughness to get through that sucking period, it's like it was the military. It's basic training. They strip you down. They cut your hair. They humiliate you so that you shed your old identity. You have to shed the old identity.
Yes.
The old identity is old.
Yes.
And I think they say the definition of a crazy person is somebody who does the same thing and expects different results.
Yep.
That's just a fact. So in order for things to change, you have to change.
Absolutely.
You know what I thought was cool too about beliefs? You know how you said like you have to believe?
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out a belief is just a thought that you think over and over again.
Yeah.
So if you just change your thought.
So literally you asked me before, how do you rewire someone's mind? How do you work on mindset? And it's literally just that.
Yes.
It's just giving them an exercise to do, not a physical exercise, but to start thinking in a certain way.
Right? Yes.
Because perception is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what you perceive to be true is in the end going to become true. Right?
Yes.
This is not some woo-woo stuff.
No, but
it's,
also it also is like not necessarily focusing on what is right now, but feeling the results before they even happen.
Yeah.
Knowing what you want in your mind and already feeling good about it even though you haven't got there yet.
Exactly.
Because then you will get there.
Exactly.
Frank, how do people find you if they want to talk to you more, learn more, start training, get their whole shit together? How do they do it?
Best place would probably be Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
Frank_Ferrigno.
Ferrigno. I was
He's
pronouncing
related
it.
to Lou Ferrigno. That means
The
a
Hulk.
lot for you ladies children.
Well, let's take a look, Frank. What's happening here? Amazing
How we looking?
SMP happening. And thanks for sharing about your process.
Yeah,
so many practices, they don't go that deep.
And that makes people fall back
Yes.
to what their old identity was, because there's not a real structure there psychologically that works on your belief system, so that it's not a matter of just believing. Belief can be changed.
Yes.
Knowing is, once you know it, there's no going back.
So true. Yep. Right, thanks, Frank.
All right.
Frank
Hit 'em
gets
up.
you in the know. Get that body right, baby.
Your talent is in your choices. This guy got the upgrade. Choose wisely, choose wisely, choose wisely, choose wisely.